There are different types of cement that are used for different applications, and the chemistry of cement is controlled depending on the type of application that is intended for the use in concrete. A type 1 cement, in accordance with the STMC 150, is a general purpose cement. It covers most of the types of applications that you see. A type 2 cement is modified in its chemistry so that it doesn't generate too much heat, as well as it's resistant to sulfate. Now, sulfates are present in seawater, in some waters that come into contact with concrete, and in the ground in some areas, specifically in California and Nevada in the US. And so when concrete has to be in contact with sulfates, it has to have what's called a sulfate-resisting type of cement. And so a type 2 cement is also created for moderate sulfate resistance. A type 3 cement is called a high early strength cement. This gains strength at a much faster rate than a type 1 cement and essentially is used for fast-track construction, for precast construction, and for pre-stressed concrete. A type 4 cement is not really available in the US. It used to be a type of cement that used to be available when we built a lot of dams in the US because heat of hydration is critical in those massive structures. A type 5 cement is a high sulfate resisting cement. Again, the chemistry of that cement is controlled so that it does not cause problems when concrete comes into contact with sulfates. And that is essentially what's available in California and Nevada on the west coast of the US. The other cement specifications, like I mentioned before, ASTM C595 talks about blended cements, and it has, by the cement manufacturer, blends of fly ash or slag that are blended with Portland cement. And ASTM C1157 is a performance specification for hydraulic cement where there's no restriction on the composition of the cement, but it has to meet certain performance tests. So it's a performance-based specification for cement. This is an example of the different types of cement. We looked at type 1s to type 5 in ASTM C150 and ASTM C595. You have what's called a type 1P, which is a Portland pozzolan cement. The X indicates the quantity of the pozzolan in the blend. So for example, a type 1P25 indicates that there's 25% of the pozzolan in that blended cement. A type 1S is a Portland blast furnace slag cement. Again, the X indicates the quantity of blast furnace slag in the blend. A type 1L is a relatively new type of cement where limestone, finely ground limestone, is interground with the Portland cement, and that's called a type 1L cement. And then you can mix and match more than one type of supplementary material and call what's called a 1T or a ternary blend of cement. And so you can get different types of cement under ASTM specification C595. ASTM C1157, this is the performance-based cement, and you have the performance requirements for the cement defined in the type of cement. So you have a GU, which is a general purpose type of cement. You have a HE, high early strength. You have 2 levels of sulfate resistance that are qualified by testing the cement for that type of property, moderate sulfate, which is MS, and HS, which is high sulfate resisting. And then you have 2 levels of heat of hydration. Now we'll talk a little bit about heat of hydration a little later. But you have the moderate heat of hydration and you have the low heat of hydration cement. Okay, so these are the types of cement under specification C1157.